Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Summer, okay? As always, if you're interested in a personal reading, be sure to head over to summertimetarot.com to book a reading with me. The link is in the description box below. Okay, so this reading is specifically meant to answer the question, what was this relationship meant to teach me or you, right? What was this relationship meant to teach you? Okay, this is mainly for, I feel, romantic relationships, right? If you recently broke up with someone, or if there's a relationship that you still have on your mind, right? Somebody that you still feel like energetically connected to. You can't get this person off your thoughts, or they keep popping up somehow, right? Or you feel like you just you just haven't learned your lesson. Maybe you keep going back to that person and things don't change, whatever, right? This is meant to address that, right? Why do you keep going back, or what is it that you're meant to learn from this relationship so that you can, move forward in whatever way, right? I also have, a card specifically meant for guidance, if you are currently in a space where you may still be thinking about maybe going back to that person, what guidance will be helpful for you when it comes to that, okay? But we have 3 piles here. So the first pile, we have Malachite. Okay. Second pile, Fluorite. All right. And third pile, Amethyst. Okay. So, take a breather, take a pause, think about that person, and then pick your pile. If you need to pause the video, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1. Okay. Pile 1. What was this relationship meant to teach you? Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see. Okay. So we have some final messages here. We're going to save those for last. And then let's get into this. We're also going to put that for last. So we have make it God's. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my dear Lord. Okay, so from this, I'm kind of picking up like maybe some jealousy, or even kind of like insecurity here, right? This relationship may have brought up maybe some insecurities for you about whether or not you were worthy of something, or whether or not this person saw you as worthy, or what, that kind of thing. But let's go ahead and see what other cards came out. So we have intimacy, worthiness. Wow, I just said that. That's crazy. But let's see. Then we have sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. So I feel like some of you, right, this relationship may have like taken a big toll on you, right? It may have, okay, I'm kind of seeing this 2 ways. For some of you, it may have been a relationship with someone that it was very like deep, right? This person may have, this relationship may have been one of like the deepest or the strongest relationships that you had. You felt really connected to this person. This person may have like, made you feel like a lot of feels, made you feel like very like amazing. But on the other end, some of you, this relationship may have been one that kind of like brought you to your knees, to the point where it like kind of sucked you dry. It made you question yourself. It made you very insecure. But either way, I feel like this relationship was meant to teach you your worth, right? It was meant to teach you that you are worthy of love, that you are worthy of all the things that you desire, and that you don't have to feel unworthy because someone doesn't treat you right, or doesn't make you the center of their life, right? I feel like for some of you, this could have also been, you may have experienced maybe some infidelity with this relationship, and it could have like really made for a dark moment in your life because it made you feel very unworthy, right? But I also feel like it was kind of meant to teach you to have a deep connection with yourself, but also with the divine here, right? We have make it God's. I feel like you may have made this relationship the center of your life. And I feel like, from that you were supposed to learn that no one, right, comes before you and your connection to yourself, but also your connection to the divine, right? But also, like, I feel like you were supposed to, take away from this relationship the importance of your relationship with yourself and your relationship with the divine, right? Your own happiness, your own joy, your own connection to yourself and the things that you love, right? But like not needing to have a person in order to feel worthy, or to have a relationship in order to feel worthy, right? But let's see what else. Yeah, I feel like, you were this relationship was totally meant to kind of teach you to put your needs first, right? To teach you to love yourself above other people, and to prioritize your own needs, your own happiness, your own joy, your own fulfillment, right? To really help you to connect more deeply with yourself, to see yourself as worthy, to see yourself as lovable, to see yourself as, the star in the sky, the sun in the sky, right? And to not feel like you're unworthy or think you're not good enough because of, be it how someone treats you, or be it because, a person isn't in your life. Okay, let's see what else. So we have here earth magic. Yeah. I feel like this relationship, it may have been like very kind of like tumultuous for some of you. It may have brought up a lot of pain. It may have challenged the way you see yourself, right? It may have even kind of shaking you up a bit, kind of gotten you ungrounded, right? You may have like I was saying, put this person's needs before you, or before your own, forgotten about yourself, or even just kind of destroyed the way, for some of you. I feel like this relationship may have challenged or disrupted the way that you saw yourself because of how they treated you, or the things that they said, the things that they did, and it may have really made you see yourself in a negative light. And I feel like through that, experience, what was meant to be gained was, this strength of self, this strength of character, this deep connection with yourself, right? Where you see yourself as worthy, and you're not going to allow anyone to kind of come in and disrupt your life or shift the way that you see yourself, make you, feel some type of way about yourself because of their actions, or because of, the lack of their presence. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully this is making sense. But let's see what guidance we have for those who may be considering going back to this relationship. We have here manifestation. So I feel like here you guys are in a spot right now where I feel like, especially with this earth magic, if you're not like already like doing better than you were when you were in this relationship, you will be soon. And I feel like with this manifestation showing up, you are in the process of manifesting a greater relationship for yourself, right? So if you are kind of thinking about going back to this relationship, I feel like before doing that, make sure that you know what it is that you want, right? And to think about whether or not this person fits in with that idea that you have for your life, right? This new life that you're creating for yourself, this better life that is filled with joy and intimacy, right? A deep connection, right? I feel like you want deep intimacy with someone. You want someone who sees you as worthy and, you know, is ready to, I feel, kind of commit and to bring a lot of happiness and joy into your life. And if this relationship was one that brought in a lot of like hurt and pain and like just, you know, not good feels, right? Just make sure that you consider that when you're making your decision, right? And if this person, you know, doesn't line up with your big idea of what you see for your future, then, you know, I feel like cut your losses with this Queen of Swords, right? But let's see what your final messages are. So we have here, we couldn't know paradise if flowers refused to release their fragrance. Give your gifts freely. Lie in the sun and feel warmth in your heart. What does the goddess of the sun ask of you? Then we have, you will find what you need in the wisdom of your heritage. And focus on wholeness above and below. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, we have the sun showing up here as well. I feel like it's time for you to connect with your own happiness and joy. For some of you, right, if you are kind of like in a space where you're kind of sad or you're kind of missing this person, I feel like it's because you may be kind of connecting happiness with being in a relationship or being connected to someone else, and it's kind of time for you to find your wholeness, right? Focus on wholeness, to find your wholeness, to find your happiness by yourself. Right? It doesn't mean that, you know, someone isn't going to come into your life, or that you'll be single forever. I feel like this space that you're currently in is kind of preparing you for a greater happiness, right? I feel like once you find happiness alone, right, relationship happiness, the happiness you have with another person is only going to be better, right? But if you kind of feel like you need another person to make you happy or to make you whole or to bring you, you know, your worthiness, it's not going to be a good relationship, right? Because they kind of hold something over you. So I feel like right now, you know, it would be a good time to kind of open up, to connect with people, right? It doesn't mean you have to like start dating, but it could mean, you know, if you're not ready to date, you know, take your time, but, you know, to like connect with people, to open up, to, you know, consider your options, to, you know, make friends, that kind of thing, but also to, you know, learn from this past relationship and to know that there is going to be something greater on the horizon, right? Okay. But that's all I have for you, Pile One. Hopefully this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. I'm going to go ahead on to Pile 2, so peace out. Pile 2. So if you pick this Fluorite, let's go ahead and see what this relationship was meant to teach you. Okay, so I'm going to save those for later. Let's get into it. Let's see. We have here calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. Yeah, what I'm getting from this card is very much like happiness and joy, right? But also, calmness even in the toughest of seasons and the toughest of times. Like, I feel like for some of you, this relationship that you have in mind may have been one where it could have been like really kind of like, I'm getting the sense of like energetic, or like kind of up and down. Maybe even like for some of you, it could have been like an on again, off again, but like very kind of like intense, or just what's coming to my mind is like, how for some people, like they have relationships where they kind of break up to make up, right? They have like very exciting make up sex, that kind of thing. But hey, it may not be for everybody. But I kind of feel like for a lot of you, it may have been a relationship that, even though it may have been kind of chaotic or crazy or maybe even all over the place, it brought you a good amount of happiness and joy, right? It could, like, for some of you, it could have just been like a very like intense relationship. Well, let's see what else. So we have here love and forgiveness. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this relationship may have brought up maybe some past hurts and pains that you maybe experienced maybe when you were younger. Or it could have just been a very like safe or comforting space for you. Even if it was, turbulent, so to speak. But I feel like, it was here, this relationship was meant to kind of teach you to kind of find comfort within yourself and learn to kind of forgive yourself for anything that may have happened in the past, right? And to kind of learn to kind of let go of those things that may have been hurting you or just robbing you of your happiness, of your joy, of your vitality, right? For some of you, right, I feel like, as I was saying, like this relationship may have been tumultuous, but I feel like for a lot of you, you had a lot of love for this person, and you may have had to let this person go in order to, really love yourself. And I feel like that's what it was really meant to teach you, to kind of love yourself and to put yourself first and to forgive yourself for, if you feel like you may have put yourself in a bad situation or predicament by maybe going back to this person time and time again, or just by, maybe connecting to someone who didn't treat you well, right? But learning to kind of forgive yourself and to love yourself and to put yourself first and to let go of things that rob you of that inner peace, that inner love, that inner light within yourself. Okay. Then we have garden. Something lovely will grow from this. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, some of you, like I was saying, may have had to cut someone off that just may have not been good for you, right? And you may now be in a space where you're kind of healing, you're growing, you're tending to yourself. And I feel like, this relationship was meant to teach you or to show you your own strength. And even though, it may have been hard to kind of let this person go, to know that, there's, like it says, something lovely will grow from this. And I feel like, the lovely thing is you are kind of growing and expanding and being open to new, more beautiful things in your life, right? Learning to forgive yourself and to put yourself first, right? Yeah. I feel like some of you here with this Page of Cups may be very like loving to a fault, right? You may you know, have had like a lot of emotions or a lot of love for this person. And I feel like, you know, you may find yourself in situations where you want to kind of continue to give and to continue to forgive and to continue to give, you know, people chances. But I feel like from this relationship, you kind of learn to, you know, maybe love from a distance, to, you know, be able to kind of cut certain people off in order to protect yourself, to protect your heart. Okay, but let's see what else here. We have imagine and envision. Yeah, the song that keeps coming to my mind is After the Rain. I think that's how it goes. I feel like, you know, this relationship may have been, you know, like I was saying, it could have been like very tumultuous, very all over the place, or just like very intense in some way, shape, or form. I feel like there was a lot of love here. I feel like, you know, for most of you, you may have seen yourself having a future with this person, wanting to kind of continue to give to this relationship and to love on this person. But at some point, you kind of realized you had to be logical, to be practical, and to not like let your heart kind of get you in trouble, that kind of thing. But I feel like it wasn't meant to kind of rob you of this kind of happiness, this joy, this kind of imaginative and happy and bubbly aspect of yourself, but it was meant to kind of teach you to, you know, have balance between the two, right? To keep your loving self, to be loving, to be adventurous, to, you know, be able to give your love, but in a way that is good for you. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. But also, I feel like, you know, it was kind of here to help you to find out what you really want when it comes to love, right? I feel like, you know, for some of you, you may have had a fantastical or maybe like Disney-esque, right? I'm not judging nobody. Please don't think I'm judging you or like coming at you or nothing. But you could have had like a very like a fantasy about, you know, relationships, about love. And I feel like it was kind of here to kind of teach you to be, or teach you to find your balance between your fantasy but also reality, right? To not lose that imagination, that joy, that spunk, right? But to ground it some, you know what I mean? So as to not kind of put yourself in situations that may destroy that spunk, but that enables it to grow, that nurtures it, right? But let's go ahead and see the guidance for those of you who may be thinking about going back to this relationship. So let's see. We have here inner child healing. Yeah, with the Page of Cups showing up. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like for some of you with this inner child healing showing up as your guidance, you may still be needing like some nurturing, right? I feel like there still may be a part of you that is still hurting from maybe this relationship ending, right? You may even have felt abandoned because of this. And if you are in a space of thinking about going back to this person, I feel like it would be best to make sure that you, as it says, heal that inner child, heal that wound within yourself that may be feeling maybe left out or left behind, that you find your inner strength within yourself, and that you're not kind of going back out of a space of being wounded or being hurt, right? But that you pay attention to, your feelings, what you're feeling, but not, right? We do have the King of Swords showing up here, but not just moving off of those feelings, right? But being logical, being mindful of the truth of the situation, right? If you do, still have feelings for this person, make sure that, you're not just going with your feelings, right? Because at times feelings can kind of cloud our judgment. So make sure that you are being, mindful of your feelings, but that you're not allowing your feelings to control you like a child, but that you are being, kind of like an adult about the situation, right? Is this person good for you? Will this relationship grow if you go back to it, or will it kind of fizzle, that kind of thing? But let's go ahead and get your final messages here. So we have, let all distractions float by, concentrate on the things you really want. Okay, then we have reach, stretch, breathe, believe. What can you let go of to feel maximum joy? Then we have believe and trust in happiness. And prosperity can be assured if you care well for tomorrow. Yeah. I feel like here with this, let all distractions float by, concentrate on the things you really want, right? I feel like, for some of you, if you are in a space where you kind of still have love for this person, you still want to go back to this person, it's going to be important for you to be aware of like what you really want, like deep down, not just surface level, but like what do you want long term? What do you see for yourself long term? Will this benefit you long term? Right? As it says, what can you let go of to feel maximum joy? I feel like maximum joy is what's important here. What will bring you the most joy? What will bring you the most happiness? Be mindful of that. And I feel like that's what this kind of relationship was teaching you here, to not just focus so much on like what you feel in the moment, but like how is this going to affect you long term? Will it be beneficial, or will it kind of harm you, or destroy you in some way. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, but that's all I have for you, pile 2. Hopefully this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out, and go ahead on to pile 3. If you picked pile 3 with the amethyst, let's go ahead and see what this relationship was meant to teach you. Okay, we're gonna save these for last. Let's see here. So we have here body. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, right, this relationship, it may have brought in maybe a good deal of shame when it comes to your body or the way that you see yourself. Right, it's kind of, this is almost kind of reminding me of pile 1. So if maybe you were torn between pile 1 and pile 3, maybe, you know, watch pile 1 as well. That may have some messages for you there. Yeah, I feel like, you know, this relationship here was meant to teach you to accept yourself as you are, but also to, you know, not feel like you have to change yourself in order to be loved and cared for by someone else. That's what I'm really picking up with that card. But let's see what else comes here. We have the garden and sexuality. Yeah. I feel like, you know, this relationship for some of you, it may have been here to kind of teach you to connect with yourself in a deeper way, right? To love on yourself, to see the beauty that is you, and to enjoy that, right? Every aspect of it, and not to kind of hide yourself or to dull yourself down, or to dull, you know, your shine, if that's making sense, right? To kind of allow you to be more free, more open, or to teach you to be more free and more open and more loving of yourself in all, you know, aspects and in all the ways that you show up. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, look at that, lioness. You've earned your stripes. Yes, I feel like, you know, for some of you, you may have, like, you know, self-esteem issues, or you may like maybe have some shame surrounding your body or even like your sexuality. And I feel like this relationship was kind of meant to help you embrace all of yourself, right? And not to feel ashamed, or not to feel like you have to hide anything, or to, you know, be a certain way in order to receive love, or look a certain way, or dress a certain way, or act a certain way, right? But to really embrace your authentic self, right? Yeah, I feel like some of you may have, you know, like some worries about how people see you, or how people feel about you, or maybe you did. And this relationship was meant to teach you how to kind of, you know, just be yourself, to love yourself, to treat yourself well, and to not allow, you know, the thoughts, feelings, agendas, or energy of other people to kind of come in and trample your idea of who you are or how you see yourself. Okay, and then we have here listening to wisdom, Four of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you were really meant to see here that you, or through this relationship, you know, you were meant to learn how to listen to yourself when it comes to making decisions about your highest good, about, you know, who and what you entertain, what you give your energy to, right? Who you give your energy to, right? Who is deserving of you. And to not allow like any negative thoughts or negative people, negative ideas or mindsets about yourself to kind of come in and disrupt what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like for some of you here with this, you may have like a hard time accepting compliments or really like trusting that people have good intentions for you, or really trusting that people are interested in you for something other than what you can give them, like be it your body, your time, your money, whatever it may be. And you may like have a hard time discerning, you know, the intentions of people. And I feel like this relationship was here to kind of teach you that you are able to know and to trust like people's intentions when it comes to you, when it comes to relationships, right? And to really believe in yourself to make those decisions, right? And I feel like for some of you, self-esteem issues may have been holding you back from, you know, opening up to connecting with people. And you may have had a hard time of like finding yourself or seeing yourself as worthy of, you know, love and attention. And like this relationship was meant to teach you that you are, right? And that you don't have to change in order to be accepted, to be loved, or that you don't have to, you know, give of yourself or give anything that you're not willing to, right? But that you know, you listen to your own inner guidance about what's right for you and that you trust that. Okay? Right, but also I feel like, you know, to take your time, right? To not feel like you have to rush into anything or to do anything that doesn't sit right with you. Right, but to listen to yourself, to listen to your body, to listen to, you know, your intuition, and to trust yourself to make the right decisions for yourself. And to know that you are worthy of love and that you don't have to put up with anyone's bullcrap in order to get it. Right? But let's see what guidance is here for you, for those of you that may be thinking about going back to this relationship here. We have here transformation. Okay, with this transformation, I feel like you're not the same person, right? I feel like the person who left this relationship has transformed, right? You're totally different. And I feel like, you know, that person may also be different as well. But the main thing here is you're totally different. And because of that, you have different expectations. You have a different, I feel, mindset about yourself. And you just have different desires, right? I feel like if you do, you know, still maybe think about this person or maybe even have feelings for this person, I feel like this relationship has transformed you in a way that going back to how things were would be completely impossible, or just really hard. So I feel like if, maybe there is a chance of maybe you guys getting back together, it's going to be important for you to know that, you're different. And because of that, your expectations for relationships for this person are going to be different. And you don't have to put up with anything that you were putting up with before. I feel like you know that already, but just keep that in mind, right? Especially if this person hasn't changed themselves, right? Because you totally have. But let's see what your final message is here. We have, you are willing and able and won't give in or stop hoping. Enjoy your journey to love. Yeah. I feel like, you've been making changes. You've been improving yourself. You've been growing, right? You've transformed. Because you want more for yourself. You do. I feel like you do want love. You do want happiness. And this relationship has transformed the way that you see yourself, the way that you see relationships, but also your expectations of a relationship and your expectations for who you're in a relationship with. And so I feel like, as it says, enjoy your journey to love, right? Enjoy where you are on your process, on your journey, right? Don't feel like you have to go backwards, right? Continue going forward, man. That's just my 2 cents, but okay, let's see what else here. We have, explore life and create your own experiences. Let go of being normal. Yes, be you, honey. Be you, because you're magnificent. Right? And then we have, return quietly now and be at peace. And keep going, keep growing, be unstoppable. Yeah. We have two messages here of keep going. I feel like if you pick this pile, you're at a space of being very much open to new experiences, open to happiness and joy and fulfillment and love in a much grander and a much more fulfilling way than you experienced in this relationship, right? I feel like this relationship taught you a lot about yourself, and helped you to see just how amazing you are, right? So keep going, man. Or pal, I don't know. Yeah. So if you are at a space right now where you may be, feeling a little bit sad, maybe you are single or something, just take this time to really connect with yourself, to be at peace with where you are, and to see how much you have grown and changed and transformed and improved, and to just, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey to what it is that you see for yourself going forward when it comes to love, okay? But that's all I have for you, Pile 3. Hopefully this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.